Okay, I am back. Welcome to the part 2, the second video I'm making tonight. The first video was about kids and my feelings about them. So this video, well, you'll have to see. This video I plan to talk about the YouTube subscription system and about this channel a little bit. So let's get to that. I didn't know this. I didn't care, but so Phil DeFranco, is that his name? Philip DeFranco, XXC Phil. He mentioned that YouTube was testing out this new system in which they're going to start putting your videos in your subscription box based on what's it called, algorithm, instead of putting them in alphabetical order. And he doesn't like that, and a lot of people don't like that. I don't give a shit. Here's the thing about here's the thing that bothers some people, but it's part of my nature, is that I tend to trust people who are given a job to do something. When they do something, generally speaking, I trust that they're probably doing the right thing because of their position. Google is a very successful company. They didn't get where they are today by being idiots. We may not like or even understand what they do a lot of the time, but I trust most of the time they're making the best decision for their company. It's not our company. We're taking advantage. We're benefiting from this infrastructure that they've created. So if it doesn't benefit us, well, that's just too bad. That's not their job. Their job is to make their site grow bigger. And, the decisions they make should benefit them. And, of course, they need us. But in the end, they know how much they can get away with. And I'm pretty sure this is one of those things. There are a lot of things I wish YouTube would bring back. Things I don't like a featured page. I think that would be cool if they had a staff that just featured shit. That would be fun, And the thing is, you can just every day you can discover someone. If they had someone at YouTube who sat down and found real talent, like I used to do, because I'm responsible for finding back in the day when I was guest editor. I mean, this is way back in the day, and I'm not sitting on my laurels here. I don't think it was a big deal. I got lucky, but I was able to find some amazing talent that became really big later. And if you know who those people are, put them in the comments, because I'll be impressed if you know who I'm talking about. But I found some huge YouTubers who far surpassed where I am. And I'm not doing too bad at about combined 50 million views. I'm not doing too bad. A man's got to know his limitations, but yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well for what I am. Anyway, yeah. So YouTube does what they need to do to advance their company. So I understand that. In the end, nothing will change. I mean, people bitch and complain, but YouTube will do what they have to do, and I don't care. So here's how it works. Let's say you're subscribed to 100 people, but you really only watch 5 of them. So every time you log into your account, it'll show you those 5 videos first. Okay? So that's logical. So that'll encourage you to watch those videos first. And then if you get tired out, you can watch the other stuff. But that's not YouTube's fault. I mean, that's basically, they're giving you what you're doing anyway, Let's say you put all this, like that snack. I have a big box of snacks over there, which I showed in the last video. I got a lot of different snacks in there, but I always go for the kakinotane. What's the other? Yeah. I always grab these, man. I mean, I got other stuffs in there. I got chips and Doritos and nachos and all this and peanuts, but I always go for these. Why would you bury that at the bottom of the box? Just because I had some already, Obviously, I like it. I want the same. So that's human nature. So no big deal. Something interesting about YouTube, which does annoy me though, is that YouTube will completely do away with features because they don't think they've panned out. And I'll give you an example. The video response thing that they used to have back in the day, which I really, really, really enjoyed. So somebody would make a video, and then you could respond to that video, and your video would appear underneath that video, like in a little tiny box. And people who are watching the main video would like, oh, I wonder what this guy has to say, and click on that. So and the person who made the original video could approve or not approve the responses, and that was cool. So you could, if there was a really big viral video out there, you could piggyback off it if you made a connected video. And it, piggyback, it sounds like like you're abusing it, but often, I mean, that's how a lot of people, that's how you discovered other people too. Like you'd find a video and then you'd find this guy's response and go, hey, I like his response, that was interesting. So you could observe the conversation, and that was fun. I mean, that's like watching a fight, or an interchange. And it doesn't have to be a fight, but the back and forth is interesting. But the way YouTube works and Google works, from what I understand, I do have a little insight into this, is that they'll try something out, like Google Drive or some. I mean, there's tons of like Frugal. There used to be a site called Frugal. I don't know if you remember this. Froogle. It's playing off the word Google, Frugal, and they closed it down because I guess it just wasn't working, so they stopped it. So what happened is Google will start something, test it out. If it doesn't pan out, they just close it down. But it seems to me that they're a little impatient with shit like that. The site Yelp, I'm sure you know, YELP. So Yelp apparently was doing really shitty for a long time, and then suddenly it just started working. Like people started commenting and shit. So I think it's if it's not getting in the way, I think Google should just leave some shit alone and wait to see what happens. Let if some people are using it, why not just leave it there? Maybe someone will discover a better, more efficient way to use that, and it'll blow up. This is not exactly related because it's not YouTube or Google, but what was that, Vine? Like I wasn't a big Viner or a big Vine watcher, but I was sad to see that site go. Yeah, like give shit a chance. There was a site called Umano that I really enjoyed. It was an app where you could they hired professional, semi-professional. I've heard some of their speaking, semi-professional people to read blogs and news articles to you, and you would and they would. I guess there was an editor who picked out the interesting blogs, and when I was riding my bicycle or on the train, I would listen to them. And it was like podcasts in a way, but you were listening to other people's homepages, and it was pretty interesting. And some big company bought it up. I want to say Disc something. Oh, what was it called? Oh, I don't remember. But some huge company bought it and just closed it, just to get rid of it. And that's the kind of world we live in, unfortunately. Like you don't like the competition, you buy it and you close it down. Anyway, so that's so about YouTube. So I've been working out a lot in the morning. Get up early, like 5 a.m. Go hit the gym, 6 a.m. sometimes, depending on what time I get to sleep. Tonight I'll get to sleep maybe 2. So I probably won't hit the gym early tomorrow, but it's okay because I hit it this morning, and I need a rest day. I need to rest more. But the point is, I'm making lots of more videos. So I'm thinking I really need to tackle this channel a little bit more intelligently, which means I like to do a pattern of videos. What I've got in mind is you know, this is very loosely. And the reason I'm mentioning this, and this is something I'm almost embarrassed to say, I'm asking for your opinions because I usually don't. I think people who ask for opinions are stupid. But what kind of video do you think I should make? Huh? But the reason I'm bringing it up to you is because I'm thinking maybe some of you have ideas that I haven't thought of. This is what I got so far. So I can do maybe 3 videos a week. So let me think. I'm thinking one should be a Jvlogger response. I just find another Jvlogger, and you guys can recommend those people to me. And you guys know I like championing the smaller YouTubers. So you find me a smaller YouTuber and I'll respond, or you find me any YouTuber. We could even do 2 a week because they don't take much time. I watch the video and I respond to it. It could be some person under 1,000 and one person over 1,000, or over 5,000, or over 10,000, whatever. It could be a big person too. To be completely honest, since having the kids, I don't watch a lot of other YouTubers, and I feel a little bad about that. Oh, and that reminds me, I just talked to Hiko Simon this evening, tonight. I haven't even been talking to him recently, which is rare because we used to talk all the time. I miss you, Simon. Hiko Simon. I mean, okay. Anyway, oh, we're gonna have a party, September 1st in Tokyo. So, come. What was I getting to? Oh yeah, okay. So I want to do like 3 or 4 videos a week. The J News I'm going to keep on the Japanese for Morons channel, and I've done those, and I have found a way to make more frequent videos on that channel. So I will be doing that, but starting in June. Okay. So starting in June, if you're interested in learning Japanese, go to the Japanese for Morons channel. And by the way, this is really a big favor to you. I mean, it looks like I'm just selling something to you, but it's not. MaggieSensei.com is kicking ass, and she now has a Patreon, and she puts out lessons all the time, like almost every other day. And she also puts out channel lessons on my Patreon as well. So, you know, for $2 minimum, I mean, if you really we appreciate more money, of course. It helps because the server costs are starting to go up because the site's getting more popular. Anyway, Japanese lessons more on Japanese for Morons. That's youtube.com/user/Japanese for Morons, and of course just MaggieSensei.com. So check those out. Those will be in the description. What was I getting back? Huh? Oh yeah, so the language stuff is not a question. That's going to go on that channel, Japanese for Morons, and that channel doesn't make. I turn off all the adverts on that channel, so that's just, you know, that relies on your generosity. So if you want to support that channel, please do. So on this channel, I'm thinking 3 or 4 videos a week. 2 can be community videos, meaning one is a response to a small YouTuber and one is a response to a bigger YouTuber. And basically I just watch somebody else's video and, you know, respond to it and give them some traction, or, you know, give them some interaction, give them some views, and, you know, force me to actually watch somebody else, because, yeah, like I said, you know, having kids kind of has limited my ability to be a community member, which is something I used to be very proud of, which is where Give Me a Break Man came from. You know, give me a break, man. I hope that makes sense. Yes, and I'm starting to feel the effects of that strong zero. That's one kind of video. The other kind of video I want to make, well, that's the other thing. What other kind of video? So once every 10 days, I would like to put out a haircut video. I can do it. I've got some backed up. Hair grows. I got people I can find. I've actually started hiring people to let me film them getting haircuts, and I pay for the haircut and I pay them for their time. How much they get paid is competitive, so I don't pay bad. I pay pretty well. If you are in Nagoya and you want a haircut, let me know. I'll pay for your haircut. The only caveat is that you've got to let me film it. So that's part of the thing. Oh yeah, binaural videos. So this is something that, oh, I'm out of liquor. This is something that I've had a little trouble getting off the ground, but I'm really into the binaural videos. Oh, the hooks here. Look at that. Hook. I think they're really great quality, so I think I can put out one a week. Or one every, yeah, one. I think I can do one a week. So if you'd like, if you think that's interesting, let me know. The views on those videos are very, very low right now, but I don't know. I think I should keep at it just because I think they're really good. Peanut butter, Jiffy. Did you know Jif is actually a real amount of time? It's a measurement of time. Be with you in a Jiffy is, you can round it up to 0.2 seconds, but it's, I think, 0.17 seconds. Anyway. So we got haircut videos once every 10 days. Community videos twice a week. And, oh, I guess this video. Yes. The laundry video. I'm looking for cheese. Yeah. I could do a laundry video once a week as well. I've done a few videos this week. Is there any other category of video? I'm also thinking about a general video responding to general news that is not necessarily J news though. Just talking about Japanese issues because I think they're interesting and useful. For example, this, okay? And this is a teaser. These are teasers, okay? Did you know that the most popular flag flown in Japan is the, ready? If you think you know, write it down right now. I'll give you 5 seconds. Write it down. 5, 4, 3. What's the most popular flag flown in Japan? The answer is Italian. There are more Italian flags on the streets of Japan than there are any other flags. Now, being an American, I always notice the American flag on t-shirts, and that might be just t-shirts. But I was talking to a student today about the Japanese flag, and there are two Japanese flags. There's a military version. Well, there's a few actually, but peanut butter. There's the Japanese version. Okay, there's I think it's called Hinomaru, which is just the white background with the red circle in the middle, which is what they use now. That's the official. Then there's the military version, which is still used and was heavily used during the war. And some people consider, like Koreans and Chinese will consider that a Nazi flag. And that's got 16 rays coming out of a sun, which I'm sure you've seen before. So I talked to a very intelligent student of mine that I respect very much, and he said whenever he sees those flags, he just thinks the person any person who has that flag, there's something wrong with them. And it's interesting because you never see t-shirts with Japanese flags on them. You see t-shirts with American flags. And you see the Italian flag all over the place because of Italian restaurants. But you never see the Japanese flag out. So, anyway. So, for example, I would find a news story like that and tell you about it. Anyway. That ends video number 2 for tonight. I'm going to go on and talk about other things like Kanjin 3, Joe Rogan, and I'm going to do a response to my good friends over at a very a smaller channel, but a channel I like very much, called Mashimaru and Rina Berry. So that video is coming up soon. So after you're done with the video, go check out that video. And if you haven't seen video number 1, go check out that one. So tonight, hopefully we'll have at least 3 videos, maybe even 4. We'll see. Talk to you guys soon.